Is it possible to use HighLevel to stay on top of active conversations using conversation SLAs or service level agreements? These are little tags inside of your conversation window which show you when you're supposed to respond to a contact, and they can let you and your team keep track of timely replies for all of your contacts inside of your inbox. This is super cool, and I'm going to show you how you can set this up today. My name is Andrew, and let's dive right in. To set up your SLAs, just go to Conversations and then go to Settings at the top right. We're going to click this, and now we will be able to set up our SLAs on this screen. And we can first get started by clicking either Set SLA or toggling this on in the top left. Once we toggle this on, we will see a couple of different settings. Our first one is either Common SLA or Channel Specific SLA. A Common SLA will apply to all channels. So if a conversation is in SMS versus email versus DMs, then the response time will be the same across all of them, versus Channel Specific SLA allows us to set specific SLAs for specific channels. For example, we can set that SMS messages need to be responded to within 3 minutes, but emails need to be responded to in less than 30, and so on. Using channel specific SLAs is probably the best way to use this feature, so let's dive into some of the features on this interface. First, we can dictate between calls, SMSs, emails, WhatsApp, live chat, web chat, Facebook and Instagram Messenger, iMessage, and then also any other conversation apps you have installed. For example, we have iMessage from 2 different providers and then a LinkedIn Messenger. To toggle on an SLA for any of these channels, simply toggle it on the left-hand side, or you can toggle on all of them using the toggle all setting right here. We can then set 2 different SLAs, a do soon SLA, which will be orange, which is essentially saying that, hey, we need to respond to this contact soon and we're getting close to this time limit, and then an overdue SLA, meaning once it gets beyond this time limit, then it will be marked as overdue and it will be red. For now, let's stick with this just on SMS and email. We'll leave SMS for 3 minutes, email for 30 minutes, and our overdue for 5 minutes and 1 hour. Then if we scroll down, we will see more functionality for, first, how should automation workflow messages affect SLA? So we can either count all automation messages as a valid response, which will stop the SLA timer. So if a customer texts us and then some automation or workflow sends them an SMS, then it will validate this service level agreement and stop the timer. We can also set it to count none of the automation messages as a valid response, so it will continue an SLA timer until an actual human responds. And then we can also count messages only from specific workflows, and then we can select those workflows from a drop down here. Then the second set of settings is for conversation AI agents. So we can integrate this with our AI workflow in order to either A, count AI replies as a valid response, which will stop the SLA timer, or do not count AI replies as a valid response, which will keep the timer running until a human responds. Once we're done dictating all of these different settings, we can simply click save and then click save changes. Now these will be applied only to new conversations, so this won't apply to any old conversations, but as soon as you have this turned on, these SLA rules will now apply to all conversations incoming into your CRM. And right here is an example of those SLAs in action. So we have a test and an email that I just sent through. You can see there's a gray timer right here, which is constantly ticking down for this SMS. And this was originally at 5 minutes because that was our SLA overdue amount that we set. Now, once we get to within the 3-minute mark, which was the original mark, then that says that we are on time. And once it gets to 5 minutes, then it will turn to red. These will automatically be gray by default whenever you are currently on track for responding to these messages. As you can see, we've got our other timer right here for the email. These are our channel specific SLAs that we just set up, as you can see here. Now for an example, if we go into this email and go to respond, we'll go ahead and click reply. We'll say, yes, looks good. Then you will see at this top left, this SLA timer will go away once we have replied to this contact. Just like that, our little timer is gone because we have replied to this contact. And now that we are beyond that 3-minute goal for the response time for this SMS, as you can see, we have 1 minute and 14 seconds left of that original 5-minute timer. This is now turned orange, letting us know that we need to respond to this contact soon. And if we let this go beyond this 1 minute, you'll see that this turns red. And as you can see now, it has gone from orange to red, and it shows us how overdue we are for this message. So now that we're overdue, we'll go ahead and responding now. So that way we will finish. So that way we will get rid of that timer, and you can see it's now gone. A couple of things to know. So first, if a customer does send multiple messages while the SLA timer is active, it will not reset that timer. So you still know how long the customer is gone without being interacted with from someone on your team within the CRM. Also, this will only apply to things like inbound messages, not things like internal team messages or comments. And if you ever modify your SLA settings in the future, let's say today you set up your email to be 1 hour is overdue and tomorrow you set it up to be 2 hours, anyone that emails you today and gets into that SLA timer workflow will not be modified whenever you change it to 2 hours. They will still remain in that old SLA timer setup. SLA timers within your CRM are going to be a fantastic way for you to track you and your team responding to messages within your CRM. So I hope you get lots of good use out of this. As always, my name is Andrew. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, just go to the help doc or leave a comment. And as always, thank you very much for watching.